Ezekiel was a prophet. God chose him to speak to his people. He lived during a difficult time for Israel. The people were in exile. Prophets were like messengers. They shared God's words. These words were important for the people. They gave guidance and hope. Ezekiel had vivid visions. He saw amazing things. God used these visions to teach Ezekiel. He then shared these lessons with the Israelites. Ezekiel's role was crucial. He reminded the people of God's power. He gave them hope even in exile. Ezekiel had a famous vision. He saw wheels within wheels. They were amazing and complex. This vision symbolized God's power. It showed that God was always in control. The wheels moved in every direction. This meant God was always present. He was with his people, even in exile. The vision was also about God's glory. The wheels were covered with eyes. This showed that God sees everything. Nothing escapes his notice. This vision gave hope to the Israelites. God was still with them. He was still powerful. He would not forget them. Ezekiel spoke to the Israelites in exile. They felt lost and alone. Ezekiel reminded them of God's love. He said God would never abandon them. He urged the people to repent. They had turned away from God. Ezekiel told them to return to God's ways. This was the path to healing and restoration. Ezekiel also spoke of hope. He promised that God would bring them back to their land. This gave the people something to look forward to. His words were powerful. They offered comfort and guidance. He helped the Israelites keep their faith during a difficult time. Ezekiel's message was ultimately hopeful. He spoke of a future filled with God's blessings. He promised that God would restore Israel. He had a vision of dry bones coming back to life. This symbolized the restoration of Israel. It meant new life and a new beginning. Ezekiel's message is still relevant today. It reminds us that God is always with us. He offers hope even in difficult times. His story teaches us about faith and perseverance. Even when things are tough, we must keep believing. God is faithful and he will fulfill his promises.